Talk about this right over here. Disney Snow White box office projections look grim as audience apathy sets in. Rachel Zegler film shaping up to be a major Disney disaster. And I believe they already reshot the movie because originally it wasn't supposed to be 3D dwarves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. So are you excited that we're gonna be watching this movie next month? You're excited, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be insane. The discourse surrounding it. It actually wouldn't surprise me if it did well because of all the hate watching. Is yeah, it might do decent because of all the hate watching. But then again, people could just watch it online too. So we'll see. Pretty interesting how it will all go down. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, because of you. If it does well, Rachel Zegler's gonna say, "Oh, it's because of you guys hate watching it so much. Thank you for the money and shit." It's probably gonna market herself that way, knowing her attitude and all that. But yeah, it's probably gonna be a disaster. That's what
Well,
I
we do
feel.
know that those Disney parents are just gonna bring their kids to this movie, right? They're just gonna, okay, let's go watch this movie. All right, whatever Disney shit, sure, whatever, right? Those Disney parents, those Disney adults that bring their kids there.
I would agree with that on like stuff like The Little Mermaid with Bailey, but for this one, I don't know. It's like given like how much people, how strong, how popular Rachel Zegler became. Maybe they'll. Maybe this is just me. I think as a parent, maybe no, because of what they've seen. I would think she got super viral in social media. That's why you can see the ratio. It's incredibly consistent. Like I said earlier, in Little Mermaid, it's erratic. It's like, yeah, a lot of dislikes, but not as bad as this one. Like it's always at the point that the likes are far too few compared to the dislikes. So my impression is that a lot of people know her, and a lot of people really don't like her. So for me, yeah, there's a chance that parents will still take them, but there's also a good chance that they won't. That's what I
Yeah.
feel.
All right, let's continue. See, with Disney's live action Snow White remake set to hit theaters March 21st, early box office projections are painting a bleak picture. Industry tracker Quorum reports that the film is on track to make 36 to 70 million domestic opening, and other sources predict a 65. While this would mark the highest domestic opening for Rachel Zegler's career, surpassing her 44.6 debut in Hunger Games, it's a far cry from the heights of Disney's previous blockbusters. Numbers look even worse when compared to other Disney live action remakes. The Little Mermaid opened up to 95 domestically over a 3 day and still considered a financial disappointment. Disney's Lion King debuted with 191. Beauty and the Beast earned 174, surpassing $1 billion globally. By contrast, the Snow White box office projections place it closer to the Maleficent, which opened at 69.4 and managed to reach a global of 758 million worldwide, though its sequel failed to turn a profit. The reason for Snow White's dire outlook goes beyond box office comparisons. The film has suffered from catastrophic marketing missteps and backlash that has been building for nearly 2 years. Both of the movie's trailers has been obliterated on YouTube, but each surpassing a million dislikes. The teaser trailer released in mid 2024 currently hosts 1.5 million dislikes. Holy shit, that's a lot.
That's a lot,
That's a
right?
lot of people. The official trailer, which debuted on December, has a million. Let's see, and Christmas Day sneak peek featuring Zegler's new song "Waiting on a Wish" fared no better, earning 45,000 dislikes to 4,800 likes. Man, that's not good.
Yeah.
The thing is, do these parents that have kids that are like, maybe they're 5 or like 6 or 7, are they that like ingrained or involved in the culture war? I don't really think
Uh,
so. But they're all like my age.
on on a re- on a regular scenario, like I said, I keep saying Little Mermaid because like people were generally like the broader audience are generally okay, but I also see on Facebook a lot of hating, and I see and my friends message me about it about the Rachel Ziegler thing. So for me, that tells me that it's reaching even on Facebook and IG levels to people I know. So that means like yeah, it's like it. I think Rachel Zegler hit levels of like has angered people in such a way that I have not seen before, despite all the DEI stuff in the past. Like she's setting the record when it comes to upsetting people. That's what I feel like. I have never seen someone so unlikable before.
Man, that's
Yeah.
crazy. You see, the apathy surrounding the film has worsened by its controversial star, Rachel Zegler, has alienated audiences with her string of inflammatory statements and erratic behavior. Zegler has openly mocked the original 1937 Snow White film, calling it outdated and misogynistic. She further inflamed tensions by using the Snow White trailers released to promote her political views, including advocating for Palestine. She also made a disparaging remarks on Donald Trump and his supporters following a 2024 election. Zegler's post-election comments, which she stated made Trump and his supporters never know peace, sparked widespread backlash and forced a public apology. The validity and sincerity of the apology has called into question many times. Now, this movie, I would say the conservative or the MAGA side, because this got blown up, and a lot of people who are like politically active knows about Rachel Zegler because of this Trump statement, not because she was just a terrible person, right? So I would say like the Republican, the MAGA, or the conservative side, or whatever you want to call them, they're going to be the side of we're not going to watch this is because she said this about Trump, right? She sort of threw herself, making herself a little bit more mainstream in the political sphere because of what she said. If she kept her mouth shut about the Palestine stuff, right? Because now you're having a bunch of people who are, who are Jewish or, pro-Israel, who are gonna be like, what the hell? Like, what? I was gonna watch your movie and now I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, after they saw that of her political statements, they probably went back to everything we talked about in the past, like how she was shitting on the old Snow White. That's why I think that even the normie of the normies in when it comes to pop culture know her.
Yeah.
And will
Pop
not
culture is definitely from this, right? The weird, we're not gonna have a person stalking a girl. That's weird,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. It's like,
Oh
and
man.
the reason why I think that it still won't do well, because even though, like you said, are the people who are not tuned into YouTube, will they know who Rachel Zegler is? I think so, because yeah, again, after her political statements, you go back to her weird Snow White. It's like you never saw Hal Bailey like shitting on the Little Mermaid back then. She was kind of even praising it, right? This one she was shitting on an even bigger story, or even a more classic story. For me, that's why. That's why I feel like even the normal people know her, and are not
Yeah.
gonna bring their kids to watch this thing.
Yeah. And of course, on top of that, we're not even talking about Peter Dinklage basically saying,
Yeah.
oh, you shouldn't have midgets and dwarfs being in movies is because it's actually really bigoted, right? And motherfucker fucking pulled up the step ladder for midgets like after he climbed up. He's like, see ya, bitches, because I'm Tyrion Lannister. I want an Emmy, right?
Mhm.
Like this guy basically ruined. Like they could have actual like little people, midget actors to be dwarves. Now they're not. It's because of Peter Dinkles,
Mhm.
right? Adding the film's woes and the massive production costs, reportedly ballooning over 300 million. Damn, that's pretty high, man. And Disney's decision to overhaul its depictions of seven dwarfs. Remember, they were originally going to call them the magical creatures.
Yeah, that that leaked picture about when it was just regular people that
Yeah.
look that with the shitty costumes.
Yeah, see, replacing them with the multiracial group of non-dwarf actors came after heavy criticism from Game of Thrones actor Peter Dinklage, who stated that depicting the dwarfs were actual dwarfs would be somehow offensive. All right, so you're saying that if you're going to depict an Asian guy and as an actual Asian guy, that's racist towards Asian people. Oh, you know what? We're gonna depict what's it called again? I don't know, a white guy as a black guy. That's not racist.
Yeah,
Black lives
depict
matter. That's
Martin
not.
Luther King as a black guy. That's so racist.
Yeah. Oh no, Martin Luther King's gonna be a white guy,
Mhm.
right? Ryan Gosling as Black Panther, right? It's because we
Mhm.
gotta subvert expectations. Yeah. Like this already fucked it up for a lot of people who are in the industry. I do know some little people who are like trying to be actors and stuff like that. Like he basically fucked them up,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, So the fact that they already did a complete reshoot, making the movie completely different, I guarantee the story is still going to be somewhat similar. That she isn't going to be saved by the prince. I think that's still going.
Yeah, that's not. That's like I feel. Yeah, it's. I agree with that. It's still gonna be like some girl boss shit again, because uh in the back of my mind, if they like overhauled it, they made it like a classic story. Knowing Rachel Zegler, she's not gonna shut up about it. Why did you change the story? Blah 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 blah. She's probably gonna do that. She in publicly. Either she's gonna be on a video about it, or she's gonna post it on social media, or both. That's what she's gonna do.
Yep. And right over here, because of him, 7 dwarf actors lost out on a job. Exactly. Now, the people who are voicing the dwarves, they're not going to be little people, are they?
Probably not.
Nope, they're going to be legit voice actors, or they're going to be people like with like that can fit the voice. They're like, now, if they hire like 7 dwarves or midgets to voice act these, then okay, then yeah, they didn't really lose out on the job. But I guarantee you they're not voiced by little people because of Peter Dinklage.
Thanks for checking out this segment of the Project Eggroll podcast. If you like what we do here, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you will know next time when we go live. We do go live every Saturday at 8 p.m. Once again, we are just getting started. Tons of more video to come. Thanks, and we'll see you guys next time.